Hi, welcome. My name is Denise Bloomfield, and I'm going to be discussing business etiquette in the country of India. Now, in the modern business world in India, they have become more accustomed to Western culture. However, there are some customs and traditions that you want to be sure you understand when doing business with them. I'm going to start with greetings. They have a hierarchy in India. It's very formal and very structured. When you first walk into a meeting, you want to be sure to greet the senior person first, address people formally using their title and surname, like Mr. Smith. Men will usually shake hands. It's not necessarily appropriate for a man to shake hands with a woman, but women will shake hands with other women. And you will want to probably have a business card ready, but be sure to offer it with your right hand. Attire is mostly Western influence. Suits and ties are appropriate for men, pants or skirts for women. And it is very warm, so keep that in mind. And in the very hot summer months, it might be appropriate to omit the jacket. Keep your colors subdued and more neutral toned. As far as gift giving goes, gifts are very often not given upon first meeting someone. However, once a relationship has been established, it is appropriate to give a personal gift, and something from your home country would greatly be appreciated. Be sure to hand gifts to people using both hands, never the left hand, and keep in mind that gifts will not normally be opened in the presence of the giver. Black and white gifts and anything made from leather would want to be avoided. I'm going to go over a few formalities. Again, as I've indicated previously, the left hand is considered unclean, as are the bottoms of the feet. So you want to avoid touching anybody with your left hand or your feet, and also avoid sitting with the soles of your feet pointed towards somebody. If you do accidentally touch someone, just apologize, and usually you can get away with it without too much trouble. Again, also another one to keep in mind is the strict hierarchy. Decisions are made at the top of organizations. Managers will lose credibility if they do like a lower level work. The boss is the boss over there, and that formality is pretty well maintained in India. Business meals. One main thing to keep in mind in India when dining is they eat with their hands primarily. And again, you want to avoid eating with your left hand. Use your right hand. There will be dishes in the center that everyone is sharing. Be sure to use a serving spoon with those, or just wait for your host to serve you. The host will normally pay in restaurant meals, so if you're taking business colleagues out for a meal, you would be expected to pay. It is considered rude to flatly refuse an invitation, so if you must refuse an invitation, you want to come up with a plausible excuse. Also keep in mind that hosts in India will continue refilling your plate and glass, but it is not necessary for you to finish everything on your plate. It is considered rude, though, to refuse as they're refilling. Attitudes towards time, little different than the Western world. They will very commonly be 15 to 30 minutes late, and it actually is considered rude to be on time. Most work days start at 10 a.m., and negotiations and business decisions just tend to happen a little slower over there, so it's important to understand that so as to not become too frustrated, and meetings will be postponed and canceled. Communication styles. Western wave actually means no in India, or go away. They will actually avoid saying no. So if you get a maybe or I'll think about it, that actually might mean no. You want to keep a personal space of about 3 feet. It is considered rude actually to point using 1 or 2 fingers. You want to use your chin or thumb or even like a whole hand. Indians will beckon someone by extending an arm, palm down, and doing a scraping motion like this. A head jerked back and moved in a figure 8, which almost looks like a no to us, actually means yes. And they actually do not normally maintain eye contact, particularly when speaking to someone of a different status level than them. And in conclusion, one of the key points in understanding Indian culture and etiquette when doing business is that hierarchy system and the formality over there. They have traditionally been under a very strict caste system, which is starting to be moved away from. However, that hierarchy remains. Managers can lose credibility if they take on tasks that are sort of beneath them. And again, greetings and conversations are going to maintain an air of formality to them. And very often decisions will take a little longer to be reached in the business world. That concludes my presentation. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions regarding etiquette in India. And there is some more information in the slides and the report that I presented to Ms. Yang. Thank you.